Pre-flight report. Once the remote pilot in command confirms the location is safe to fly and becomes familiarized with the surroundings, it is recommended to document all the details in a pre-flight report. The pre-flight report can often be filled out prior to arrival at the site as a part of mission planning and then signed off by the remote pilot in command once on site. And the remote pilot in command has confirmed that the operation can be conducted safely at the site. Furthermore, it is recommended that such a report be completed for each mission regardless of weather. It is completed prior to or after the flight as the report serves as an essential piece of documentation associated with the UAS operation. Pre-flight report should contain altitudes to be flown, mission overview, frequencies to be used, planned flight time, including reserve battery requirements, contingency procedures, pilot name, coordinator name, flight auditor's name, if any, date and time, flight operations checklist. The UAS remote pilot in command should launch, operate, and recover from preset locations so that the drone will fly according to the mission plan. After the UAS is launched, the flight crew should have a clear view of the drone at all times, called visual line of sight. Observation locations should be selected for the maximum line of sight throughout the planned flight operations area. However, it is good practice to utilize one or more visual line of sight, depending on the complexity of the flight mission to perform general safety. To ensure the flight is going according to the flight plan, the remote pilot in command, UAS coordinator, UAS auditor must be able to maintain effective communication with each other at all times. The UAS coordinator also acts as visual observer and always aware from the altitude of the drone above ground level. Flights taking place over populated areas, heavily trafficked roads, or an open-air assembly of people is not allowed. If the mission dictates that flight operations be conducted in such areas, the remote pilot in command will need to obtain a waiver before conducting a flight. The UAS coordinator should make the pilot aware of any possible flight hazards during the flight. Upon any failure during the flight or any loss of visual contact with the UAS, the remote pilot in command should command the drone back to the recovery location or utilize the built-in fail-safe features to recover the drone. Emergency procedures should be defined by UAS auditor and should be followed. Logging flight operations. The pilot in command is responsible for logging flight operations accurately, preferably incorporating flight data recorded by the drone flight controller. The log may be in either paper or electronic form, must be updated within 48 hours of each drone operation and must be kept for at least 3 years. As a minimum, the log must record the following information: the names of the pilot in command, UAS coordinator, UAS auditor, and ground support crew, if used. Description of the drone, including its type, model and serial number. Description of the drone's payload, including battery serial number. The location and nature of the drone's operation. The flight time and any deviation from normal operational parameters.